is a process of decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled The Value of Time in Recovery. The events of life are circular, and the definition of circular is as in a circular argument where the assumption is the term being described is already known. Much of life is repetitive, thus adding value to living life experiences, and thus learning what to and what not to do. One could add to this the value of learning from other experiences. This inherently demonstrates being in the right place at the right time to hear another's life experiences. This demonstrates the value of attending AA style meetings. These instructional learning seminars are intuitively designed to impart life's lessons to all those that attend. Meetings where one person's truth is freely given as a vivid life lesson of what to and what not to do. This rapid fire display of truth is a true gift from God. These forums are lighthouses of truth, and since God is truth, they distinctively are instruments orchestrated by loving and giving God. God's involvement is demonstrated through the way in which our hearing actually works. When we talk, our vocal cords are vibrated, thus sending vibrations of the airwaves that flow across the air. When we hear, these vibrations are often captured by our ears and channeled into our ear canal. These vibrations are then translated into electrical audio signals that our brain interprets and combines into intelligent thoughts and words. Our brain then compiles what we know to be true and applies the interpreted signals to add to this new information. In this way, we learn or add to our knowledge. Information once confirmed becomes knowledge. Knowledge once interpreted and coupled with feelings becomes understanding. Understanding integrated into our life becomes wisdom. A wise man once stated profoundly, with all thy getting, get an understanding. To understand anything is an event of timing. To gather information at the right time and apply this information to what we already know to be true at that moment yields understanding. That is why we begin to understand more as we get older and have experienced more that life has to offer. Understanding is the key that opens the door to wisdom, the application of understood knowledge. The more you understand, the wiser you become. When it comes to understanding, there is no better example than that of the woman. This same wise man stated, the woman, who can understand her? This is by design, so that we may never get bored with or think we have mastered her. Women were put out of reach for thoroughly understanding her fluid and perpetually changing manner. So complex is she that in our entire lifetime we will never fully understand her. This is the wisdom of God. He created a vessel that cannot be mastered, one that is ever filling and ever complex. To know God, we are told to study his creations. Even in the creations of the wonders of the world, time was instrumental. God chose to intercede each new element of creation with a period of time. He could have just said, be, and everything would be perfectly created. But rather, he introduced the element of time and patience. In his creating earth, he did it in timely segments: land, water, atmosphere, and then those living elements in each segment of his creation. Finally, he created man and woman, each in its own time, thus allowing the maturation and consumption of each element to seep into its own existence. With time comes the elemental existence of past, present, and future. God is the master of these elements as well. In our timing, we learn more each day, and it takes the next day and the next in perpetuity to learn more about his creation. Timing is the necessary component in acquiring understanding. You cannot understand everything all at once. It requires time and the acclimation of information in set doses of to be perceived, calculated, and summarized in order to thoroughly understand any and everything. If understanding is the key, then timing is the lock. And it's that key to lock combination that opens the door of wisdom. We must be mindful of saying the right thing at the right time to get the desired results. What we understand today is because this is the day that we knew enough through acquired knowledge to surmise an understanding. With this, we can understand the slogan that states, everything we have been through brought us to where we are today. In fact, everything we have learned, either through actual life experiences or through hearing about other experiences, has presented us with the level of understanding we enjoy today. Understanding requires time and knowledge. You can know a thing, but yet lack understanding of that thing. Some things are impossible to understand. Yet with time, you can understand what you don't understand. To know that which you don't understand is the beginning of wisdom. Time is centrical and always forthcoming. Time is a gift from God. He gives that which he is not bound by. God is timeless and has no beginning or ending. He doesn't measure life like we do. He is not bound by the earth's movement around the sun. With this, God is multi generational. He sees and knows things we don't. His plans are not limited to the here and now. He knows yesterday and realizes tomorrow. With this, it is imperative for us to trust and have faith in God. God is the master of time. Even time submits to the will of God. Because of this, God realizes the future. But it is our absolute faith in God that gives us hope and purpose for our future. With God, all things are possible, now and in the future. With God, there are no mistakes or errors. With God, we can trust He has what is best for us ensured into our path of life. It is His time frame for which each day we are given a new opportunity to play our part. Our point in time is just that, our point in time, a gift from God as a part of His plan for us. There's a saying that states, our life each day is a gift from God. What we do with it is our return gift to Him. This gift of time is a blessing from God. We should always be mindful that it is a gift that can be given or taken away. Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. We neither know the day or hour of our departure from this life. We should know that value is added to our existence when we treat our bodies as well as our life with respect and sanctity, a sanctity that is inherent with all of God's creations. No plan can have success unless it benefits someone other than ourselves. Time is God's gift to us. We would do well to give as a practice and employ the art of helping someone other than ourselves. This is Trent Thomas on the Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Please leave your enriching comments on transnetrecover.com/podcast and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, hashtag TransNetRecover. Thank you.